Tonight, it's been a difficult holiday season for a number of local teens. They've not only been dealing with the stress of dealing with the pandemic, but also they've been dealing with the fear and the grief after losing classmates in recent shootings.
Our Tatiana Cash talked with local psychologists about how to handle these difficult emotions during what's supposed to be a joyous season. Tatiana.
That's right, Melissa and Jeff. So I'm here at Arlington Elementary, where classmates are going to have to deal with the fact that one of those desks is going to be empty because one of their fellow students is not going to be there. And the winter break is right around the corner. There may not be a break emotionally from all these heavy emotions. The city of Toledo's new record number of homicides, 68, with one of the latest victims being a 14-year-old Demontre Mills. Harbor's director of psychology, Danielle DeLong, says his classmates will need adults on deck to deal with this loss.
The community of support that surrounds students includes teachers, administrators, coaches, neighbors, parents, other caregivers, as well as peers is going to be vital.
While the holiday season is filled with cheer, Zeph Center youth coordinator and psychologist Jason Drummond says teens hearing about national school shootings and losing classmates could cause numerous emotions like grief, anger, and anxiety to show up in various forms.
Stomach aches, headaches, things like that, it's just I'm so overwhelmed and I don't have any other way of dealing with the emotions that my body turns it into physical pain.
Adults may not be able to stop the pain, but should acknowledge it.
We say that, it's going to be okay. You're going to be safe. Here are the things that they're doing, which it's good to educate and talk about the safety things in place, but it's also important to acknowledge the anxiety.
Understand that their emotional experience, while it may not match ours or may not be what we hope it could be, it's what they're going through, and we need to give them the space to have that.
Both psychologists agree sometimes physically being there, even if teens won't admit it, is helpful.
Our brain actually responds to a person being physically in the room. It lights up differently than when we're alone. A lot of times we don't even have to solve the problem. Allowing them to admit they're anxious or they're upset, they then can solve the problem for themselves.
And while some can problem solve, be ready to lend a hand when asked, or there's a big change in eating or sleeping habits, increased irritability, or becoming withdrawn. Big emotions happen over time.
Loss is happening when they go back to school and they see that empty desk, right? Loss is happening when they go to that first dance and that person's missing.
And if any teen or young adult just doesn't feel comfortable talking to someone face to face, we do have national hotlines that you can reach, and some are also local. So it's the National Suicide Prevention Line, as well as an Ohio Cares line. And then there's a Hope line that you can actually text. So if you don't want to verbally talk to someone, you can text to them and just explain what you're feeling and what's going on. Remember, there is help out there. Here in South Toledo, Tatiana Cash, WTOL 11.